Hey guys, I'm back. So hopefully you had success doing the two sample mean problems. And the rest of the homework involves chi-square. And this is the first problem. And well, you could do this by hand, but StatCrunch makes it quite a bit easier. And so what you want to do is enter the data on StatCrunch. And since this was a problem that I created, there's no little box here to automatically upload the data. So we want to just enter this table. It's just the inside of the table because these represent row totals and column totals. And so if I open StatCrunch, all I really want to do is just retype the data in. I have a row for alive, a row for dead, a column for female, and a column for male. So I just want to retype the data and then the four numbers. So there's what I want to do. And then to get the expected values, I go to Stat, then Tables, Contingency, and with Summary, since we've summarized it in a table. And I put the female and male into the box. And then the row labels was the just the variable one. So how did we get that? The row labels are right here, and the column ones are right here. And so the rows are under variable 1, and the columns are under female and male. Okay, so it's pretty simple. And then I hit next, and what you're going to want, you could do all of these, but what the problem calls for is the expected count. And so you want to click that. I'm not going to show you the answers because I want you to do it yourself, but what you want to do is check that. I'm going to uncheck it just to show you what you get when you hit calculate. So when you hit calculate, you get something like this. You're going to see the table with the original values, and then in parentheses, you'll get the expected values. And down here is the chi-square test of independence. Here's your test statistic, and you can see your p-values less than 0.0001. Okay, so when you do it, you'll get you'll get this number in the cell, but also a different number in parentheses, and that will represent your expected. And so let's just go back to the homework problem. You just need to pick the correct null and alternative. Here's where you enter the expected values. Just be careful to round to the nearest whole integer. That's where a lot of students get that incorrect. Then you're going to give a conclusion based on the p-value. And then down here, you're going to just take your observed value minus your expected. And so your observed value is up here. It's going to be 343. And then your expected value is what you have in here. This is going to be a whole integer. And so what you're going to get is a whole integer. So make sure these are whole integers. Some are going to be positive and some are going to be negative. The positive corresponds to cells that had more than expected because the observed minus expected would be positive. And then the negative cells would be less than expected. We're looking at the difference. So the expected is greater than the observed. When you take observed minus expected, you would get negative. Okay, good luck.